right side of politics has their a lot of outlets to spread their message, right? They like it, they do whatever, they have a lot, but we don't have that. Like, one of the biggest problems, like the kind of the status quo of the DNC and then the mainstream networks would kind of isolate themselves from the content creators and the other smaller networks and the Midas Touches and the Brian and Tyler Cohens and those kind of places and they don't embrace them the way the right wing media embraces their kind of content creators and stuff like that. And so that they're signifying that was a major problem with why we lost the election, was just the messaging and how it was getting out. And so what I've seen happen since then is there are these left-leaning content creators that are burning them. You could visually see them just burning themselves out. And I'm going to play a clip from Aaron Parnas right here because I was thinking about this yesterday or 2 days ago, and then yesterday or something, Aaron Parnas posted this.
So I think I'm burnt out. I always told you guys that I would be honest with you, and I just finished recording my evening news update. It's about an hour late, but it's on my Substack, Would Be in the World, if you subscribe, link in bio. And I finished recording, and I realized, wow, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And as a result, like, I haven't necessarily been in the best headspace lately. Like, consuming all this content isn't great for anyone's mental health, who hasn't been for mine. But I've been, like, managing it and, like, doing my best and everything. But yeah, I don't know. For some reason, today just really got to me. And so I know I was going to do, like, a paid subscriber live tonight. I'm going to postpone that on my Substack to probably tomorrow or another day soon. And I'm going to go, like, just go get a sweet treat, right? Like, go get some dessert and just, like, chill. I don't know. Just tired. But being on social media isn't always fun. Let's just put it that way.
So I've been wanting to say, so it just personifies what I've been thinking about for a while, which is like this burnout factor that I visually see happening with a lot of left-leaning creators. So I've been wanting to say for a while, the Brian Tyler Cohens of the world, the Aaron Parnases of the world, and all those other left-leaning creators that are trying to rise to the moment and create the condition, the ecosphere or whatever of getting the word out more. You don't have to save the world yourself. You are allowed to take a break. You're allowed to have a schedule. You're allowed to have a life. You're allowed to be a human being. You do not need to save the world all by yourself. And that's what it kind of feels like is happening. Because, I noticed, one thing, like Brian and Tyler Cohen kind of got rid of the suits. And I don't know if that's why, but he just visually looks a little more fatigued more often. Obviously, Aaron Parnas is going through it. And other creators really are going through it right now because this is the difference. This is the difference. They say we need the Joe Rogans of the left. We don't. It's not what we need. And, like, I don't follow them anymore because they've kind of gone off the deep end in some ways. They're hard to listen to, but the Young Turks used to be kind of like a space that I would kind of check in on and listen to. And I was like, okay, they seem to have a reasonable take on things. But they've gone the way that they are. I feel like they've taken this idea of, we need a Joe Rogan of the left and ran with that concept in a way that's not the correct way to do it. They're trying to be this kind of like, what's the word? Radical left, kind of in your, like, really just radical left in the wrong sense of radical left. They're trying to be like sort of belligerent, sort of like, aggressive, sort of like weird. I really feel like they've run with that concept in the wrong way. Like, they're trying to have this strong man of the left kind of vibe, and I think they're doing it the wrong way. Because the Joe Rogan of the left or whatever isn't like isn't a mirror of it. It's a different thing. It's about more empathy. It's about more compassion. It's about more. It's just like what I think really needs to happen is the large, like the campaign, like the presidents and things, the people running for offices need to go on to these platforms and be a part of it. The platforms don't need to change who they are. They just need to be embraced by a bigger, network. More people have to, mainstream media can't hold their nose up to somebody even like me. I consider myself part of the left side ecosystem that could easily be one of those content creators, because obviously my artwork through the lens this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to amplify the messages that we should be amplifying. And it doesn't mean you have to do it in a carbon copy way the right would do it. You don't have to be belligerent. You don't have to be, strongman the idea. You just have to do the way you would do it, which is more empathy, more compassion, more awareness, more, and be holistic about it and more inclusive. And so, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking that sort of needs to happen with what's going on in our ecospace with the content creators, with the idea of message making for the left side of politics right now. Is don't get caught up in this buzzword of the Joe Rogans of the left. We don't need that. We just need more embracing of what's already out there.